The miracle of hearing is all around us. The whisper of the wind, a favorite song, the laughter of loved ones. The pinna, the uniquely folded, cartilaginous structure we often take for granted, is actually a brilliant sound collector. Its intricate folds and curves aren't random. They're precisely designed to efficiently gather sound waves from the environment and funnel them inwards. Interestingly, the specific shape of your pinna also plays a crucial role in sound localization, helping you accurately determine where a sound is coming from. Eventually, these sound waves reach the end of the ear canal and encounter the eardrum, also known as the tympanic membrane. The eardrum is a thin, delicate membrane about 10 millimeters wide, and it's this membrane that vibrates when sound waves hit it. This tube, also known as the auditory tube or the salpingopharyngeal tube, is about 4 centimeters long and is lined with mucous membrane. This is where mechanical vibrations are finally transformed into electrical signals that your brain can understand. At the heart of the inner ear lies the cochlea. This structure is responsible for hearing, and it gets its name from its spiral, snail shell shape. These hair cells, also called auditory hair cells, are the true heroes of hearing. They are sensory receptors that convert mechanical vibrations into electrical signals that can be understood by the brain. The hair cells are embedded in the organ of Corti, which runs along the length of the cochlea. This is thanks to another remarkable structure within the inner ear known as the vestibular system. Each canal is oriented in a different plane, allowing us to detect rotations in any direction. When we rotate our head, the fluid inside the canals lags behind due to inertia, creating a sensation of movement. They allow us to know whether we're upright or tilted, and they help us maintain our sense of direction. The outer ear collects, the middle ear amplifies, and the inner ear transforms and sends signals to the brain, all while simultaneously maintaining our balance. I hope you've enjoyed exploring this amazing organ with me. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really means a lot. And if you're eager to learn more about the wonders of the human body, subscribe for more captivating content. Until next time, stay curious and keep asking questions. After all, the journey of discovery is never ending. This is because the fluid pushes against the cupula, a small, hair-like structure at the top of each canal. When the cupula is pushed, it bends the hair cells within, triggering signals to the brain. These signals help us maintain balance and coordinate our eye movements so that we can keep our gaze fixed on a particular object while moving. The vestibular system comprises 3 semicircular canals and 2 otolith organs, the saccule and the utricle. Each hair cell has a bundle of tiny hair-like projections on its surface. These hair cells are incredibly sensitive. When the fluid waves generated by sound vibrations move past them, they bend. These organs contain tiny calcium carbonate crystals called otoconia embedded in a gelatinous material. When we move, whether walking, running, or even standing still on a moving train, the otoconia shift in the direction of the movement, bending hair cells within the saccule and utricle. This bending activates a specific group of neurons, sending signals to the brain about the direction and intensity of the movement. These signals are integrated with information from the semicircular canals to provide us with a comprehensive understanding of our body's position and movement. This bending motion triggers a series of biochemical reactions within the hair cells, leading to the release of neurotransmitters. These chemicals send signals to the nearby auditory nerve fibers. The cochlea is about 3.5 centimeters long and is filled with a fluid called endolymph. The vibrations from the stapes are transferred to the oval window, a membrane-covered opening at the base of the cochlea. Humans can typically hear sounds between 20 Hz and 20 kHz. Sounds below 20 Hz are considered infrasonic, and those above 20 kHz are ultrasonic. While we cannot hear these sounds, other animals can. For example, elephants can communicate using infrasonic rumbles that travel through the ground, and bats use ultrasonic clicks to navigate and hunt. These vibrations create waves in the endolymph, which then travel through the cochlear spiral. To make this possible, the inner ear has developed some truly remarkable mechanisms. Its primary function is to regulate air pressure within the middle ear, ensuring it matches the external air pressure. Higher frequencies are processed at the base of the snail, and lower frequencies towards the apex. So as sound waves travel through the cochlea, they create waves that peak at various points along the spiral. This pattern of wave activity tells the brain the frequency of the incoming sound, allowing us to perceive different musical notes and the individual components of speech. Once these signals are transmitted to the brain, they are processed and interpreted as the sounds we hear. This is why your ears pop when you change altitude, such as during a flight. The eustachian tube opens to allow air to enter or exit the middle ear, equalizing the pressure on both sides of the eardrum and maintaining clear hearing. These vibrations are then transferred to the middle ear, a tiny air-filled cavity located just behind the eardrum. It's more than just vibrations in the air. It's our gateway to the world. But have you ever truly wondered how we hear? But incredibly important bones, known as the auditory ossicles, the malleus, the incus, and the stapes. Remarkably, these are the smallest bones in the entire human body, with the stapes being the smallest of them all. The malleus is attached to the eardrum, the incus rests against the malleus, and the stapes is connected to the inner ear. When the eardrum vibrates, these vibrations are transmitted through this delicate chain of ossicles. They act like a lever system, effectively amplifying the pressure of the sound waves by a remarkable 20 to 25 times. Why is this crucial? Because sound must now enter the fluid-filled environment of the inner ear. Without this powerful amplification, most of the sound energy would simply bounce back. How do those invisible vibrations transform into meaningful sounds in our brain? Today, we are embarking on an incredible journey inside one of the most complex and fascinating organs of our body, the human ear. Our journey begins with what you can see: the outer ear. It's made up of the pinna or auricle and the ear canal. And here's a fun fact for you. If you were to remove the outer ear and expose the ear canal, the opening would be covered by a thin layer of skin. However, the skin doesn't hinder the transmission of sound. It's about 2.5 centimeters 1 inch long and lined with tiny hairs and glands that produce earwax, also called cerumen. This might sound unpleasant, but earwax isn't just a nuisance. It serves several important functions. First, it traps dust, dirt, and microorganisms, preventing them from reaching the sensitive inner structures of the ear. Second, earwax contains enzymes that fight off harmful bacteria, reducing the risk of infection. Third, it lubricates the ear canal, preventing dryness and irritation. And finally, earwax helps to protect the eardrum from loud noises. Isn't that amazing? Quite the contrary. This flexibility allows the skin to vibrate in harmony with the sound waves, seamlessly continuing the journey into the ear canal. Speaking of the ear canal, it's not just a hollow tube. So as sound waves travel through the ear canal, they're naturally amplified by this flexible skin, cleaned and protected by earwax. This is where incredible mechanical sound amplification occurs. Inside the middle ear are three tiny. The middle ear also has a vital connection to our throat via the eustachian tube. Now let's move on to the next stop on our incredible journey, the inner ear. First, let's explore the structure of the inner ear. It's a complex network of interconnected chambers and canals filled with fluid. Inside this tiny spiral lies the organ of Corti, home to thousands of microscopic hair cells. But wait, there's more. Different sections of the cochlea are sensitive to different frequencies of sound. Interestingly, we have a limited range of hearing. But the inner ear isn't just about hearing. It also plays a crucial role in balance and spatial orientation. The semicircular canals are responsible for detecting rotational movements of the head. The otolith organs, the saccule and the utricle, are responsible for detecting linear acceleration and gravity. In addition to their role in balance, the otolith organs also contribute to our sense of spatial orientation. Overall, the human ear is an engineering marvel, a perfectly synchronized orchestra of parts working together to allow us to experience the rich tapestry of sounds around us.